Maryland sports fans, there's only one sports book in the great state of Maryland with over 50 years experience booking bets and supporting customers. Betfred Sportsbook at Longshots is now open and is the only sportsbook in Frederick offering cash betting on football, basketball, world soccer, and more. Visit the Betfred Sportsbook at I-270 and MD-85 in Frederick, right next to Longshots off-track betting. Go to betfredsports.com for more information and your chance to win exclusive merchandise. Must be 21 or older. Play responsibly. For help, call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hey, this is Johan of Katapult, and you are listening to The Loud Spot with Sebastian.
Oh, no! Oh, boy! Ah, here it comes! The motherfucking Loud Spot! That's right, you're listening to the almighty Hot Zone! Doing the intro to the Loud Spot podcast! You goddamn right! We're doing intros for podcasts now! And if you don't like it, you can suck the entire circumference of my... Wayne Tretzky with the squeals and the drops. P1E goes on till it pops. Cannonball, don't trust a cop. Johnny Spotswood just don't know when to stop. Yeah, and if you don't like it, you better take your ass up to the snooty fox, cause this is the Loud Spot. Okay, see you later.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Loud Spot. I'm your host, Sebastian Cosme. Right out of Oklahoma City, and I say the fucking thing every single episode. So, I am hanging out today with Ewan and Joel from the band called Katapult. They are a Swiss metal band. What's up, man? What's going on, guys?
It's pretty chill. We released our new EP yesterday and are kind of hungover today. Hungover?
No, you can't be hungover because it's like 7 o'clock at night there. I'm hungover. You're not as hungover as I am.
If you haven't been hungover at night, you've never been drunk, dude.
Dude. Working on it again.
So, you released your EP yesterday, and did you guys have like a big party for it? Like, what happened during the party release?
Yeah, we met up on Discord, talked to each other for the first time in the history of mankind. And had a few beers. And it was a bit awkward, but pretty fun.
Yeah, so Ewan is in Sweden.
Yeah.
And Joel is in Switzerland.
Yes, right.
So how far is that from each other?
Who was it that counted yesterday?
I think David counted something, or Felix.
Yeah.
But I can't remember which number he told us.
Well, I think like it's a 20-hour drive or something if you want to drive it.
Okay, so how do you guys have band practice?
We don't.
How did you guys find each other to be in this band? Like, how did the band start?
Well, I met Florian, the guitarist. I made a music video for his old band Arcturan, and then we worked to shoot a couple of years later, and it was like it was a festival, a music festival backstage, and we had like 5 minutes with the artists, and then there was an hour to wait for the next one. So it was really intense, but also a lot of dead time, you know. Put two musicians in the same room and give them time to talk. Sooner or later, one of them is going to say, "Dude, we should start a band."
and you guys did, far away from each other. So that is really interesting. So you guys don't meet up all the time and go hang out together. You're like mostly video chat, I would say.
Yeah, like the thing now, we have a full band in Switzerland except for me, that's the singer, and we really wanted to make sure that everyone else could get together.
It's always the fucking singer, isn't it, Joel? Always the fucking singer that is somewhere else. It's like they never show up to band practice, you know?
Yeah, we let him do his magic up north.
Yeah.
You guys
don't expect me to carry your stuff either.
You guys sound really good. I'm excited about your EP release. The first song you have, oh my God, like that I liked, and it stood out to me in the email that you sent me is "Shut the fuck up and press play."
Yeah.
How did you come up with that, man?
I don't remember. I have a video in my phone that I sent to Florian back when we wrote it. I just I had the chorus in my head, you know. So I sent him a video when I screamed it and Air played the drums, you know. And it was like it just came to me when I was like making pancakes or whatever.
This song is never going to be on the radio because of the name of it.
Yeah.
Well, it could be on XM radio, I guess. I don't know. But, dude, let's play this song. Let's get the show started. Let's play. Shut the fuck up and press play. So I'm going to shut the fuck up because I'm going to press play right now.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Google.
Okay, so that fucking song, man. So, oh my God, I cannot wait till you guys can do live shows.
Yeah,
We can't either.
You guys haven't done any live shows, so because of COVID, right?
Yeah.
So when you guys do a live show, I mean, your stage presence better be on key because that song is gonna rock the house, man.
And I think it's a real benefit for me to be. I won't have any barriers or what any thresholds to conquer because I'm gonna go to like Switzerland or Germany and play, and it's not gonna be. My mom's not gonna be at the show, so I can do whatever the fuck I want.
right.
I think that will benefit from that.
Man, just the energy of just the song itself. Even without seeing a live concert, the energy of that song is super, like, in your face, like mosh pit starting, just like in someone's car as they're driving down the road. That's good.
Thank you.
That is good.
Thank you.
What are some of your influences, like music-wise? Who would you say you compare yourself to or you look up to as a musician?
If we start off with this song, it's an homage to Haunted. And that was like the first. When we formed the band, me and Florian, we said, so what the fuck are we gonna play? We both like, well, The Haunted, but the Peter Dolving style. Like, no one else does that, and no one else is gonna release another record that sounds like that, so why shouldn't we? Because it's awesome.
Yeah, and are most of your songs written in English?
Yeah.
I thought it was really funny earlier. Joel and I were talking before we started the podcast. You have some songs that are in Swedish, right?
Yeah, one.
Yes.
One song, and I said, I'm going to try to read it. I don't understand it. And Joel said, don't worry, I don't understand it either.
Yeah, that's right. Because, like you said, we're from Switzerland, and I can just say the song title, but the rest of the lyrics is a puzzle to me, too.
Do you know what the song's about?
Yes, I do. I know the backstory, also in part because of the music video we did that made it a bit clearer to me. But I could not translate every word for sure.
He could be saying, fuck my band, they all suck except for me. And then you would not even know.
Yeah, I would be rocking out to it too.
Dude, I think it's super cool. Do you guys have a manager? Like, is there a management team or a production company, or is it just you guys?
And we're doing everything in-house.
Everything.
We're doing music videos, the recording, the tracking, the mixing, not the mastering. Actually, a friend of mine helped out with that. We do the cover and all the market motion and everything.
Man, dude, I think you guys get picked up by a manager eventually, or you might not even have to. But your band's going to go pretty far, like, soon here. Once COVID's over and you guys can start touring, and I think it's going to be really, really good. Do you guys plan on playing shows anytime soon?
It's hard to plan right now, but yeah, we had something booked for this autumn, like now, but I think I'm hoping that didn't come to play because I didn't go.
When you guys play shows, the rest of the band besides you and yourself is in Switzerland. So when you guys plan on doing shows, are you going to go to Switzerland? Do you guys plan on doing like European shows? Because here in the United States, it's all these different states, but in Europe you have all these different countries. So it's kind of easy to just go around. So do you plan on doing different countries or just kind of like hit one area first? What's the plan?
Honestly, the plan right now is to see where in the world people listen to us. But if we were to choose, I think that we're gonna make an effort to get into the German market because there's a lot of cities in a lot of big cities in a small geographic space, basically.
Yeah, Germany. I'll tell you this about Germany. I get a lot of Germans that listen to my podcast.
Yeah,
probably more than any other country.
Nice.
So I get a lot of German bands, and some of them don't speak great English, and some of them do. And, Germany is a hot spot for, metal and hard music. I think so anyways.
Yeah,
sure.
That feeling.
Is it like that all over kind of Europe? Is metal and hard rock kind of the main music? Because I really feel like, especially in Germany, it's they love metal music over there.
Joel, want to take this?
Yeah, I can. Well, first, I wouldn't say that hard music is the main music in Europe. That would probably be in no country.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But you get some pretty good spots. Like we said, Germany is really into metal. Also, a lot of young people who should basically listen to hip hop or whatever. They also like to listen to metal. And I think the same goes for Sweden or whole Scandinavia.
I think in Sweden there's this weird vibe. Metal is underground, but it's folksy at the same time. It's my granddad listens to Metallica or whatever, and they 50-year-olds go to shows together with 18-year-olds. So it's no one talks about it at work, but everyone goes to the shows. Yeah, that's an exaggeration, but people go to shows.
You know what's really cool about doing a podcast? And you have a podcast yourself, okay?
Yeah.
So, before I even say that, what's your podcast name?
It's Kultur Schmultur, which means culture schmultur.
And is it on Apple and Spotify and everything else? Man, I really got it. If I could spell it right, then I'll go check it out. You got to message me the name of it. But look,
yeah, sure. It's in Swedish, so you're gonna have a lot of fun. Trying to decipher it.
Trust me, I'm gonna try to read your lyrics here a little bit later for one of the songs you sent me. I do want to say though, this podcast, what's really fun about it for me is I get to talk to bands all over the world. So I have people that I've met in a bunch of different countries. And so when I start traveling, I don't have a passport, but when I do get one and I start traveling, because I want to do some tours with like different bands and things like that, I think almost in every country all over Europe, I at least know one person that lives close. So I get to go kind of see them and say hi, and that's really kind of fun, man. I enjoy that. And what does your podcast talk about, Ewan?
It's so wide. We have like 0 listeners because we've talked about everything, like fictional maps from Lord of the Rings, and we talk about I'm gonna do a European reference, like the Eurovision Song Contest, which is super mega mainstream, and we'll talk about role-playing games and like every nerdy thing you can think of.
Well, look. I have some really good questions to ask you after I play this song. I want to play it first. And we're going to get a little bit more personal about certain things in both your guys' respective countries. Because you got Sweden and Switzerland over here. Load the Katapult. And then parentheses, your old band is shit. Come on, dude. These are the best names of songs I've ever heard in my life. You got shut the fuck up and press play, and then load the Katapult to your old band is shit. Come on, man. That is so fucking cool, dude. That's like iconic song names right there, dude. Like epic. The most epic song names.
Thank you.
I tell a lot of bands that their song names are cool because a lot of them, they're always cool. But I will have to say this, I'll say it on this podcast, those 2 fucking names for songs are the best names of songs I have ever heard in my life.
Awesome.
Yep. All right, let's do it right now. This is Load the Katapult. Your old band is shit.
Forever.
Dude, I'm smiling right now because the energy in that song and your voice, like you do such a great job at like screaming your lyrics like they're so in your face. Like, man, I don't know how, that'd be so hard for me. Like, I'm a drummer, right? So it's just, I can't imagine just screaming the whole time, like during a show. But dude, that sounds good. That sounds really good.
I gotta say, I'm a bit scared of doing shows because right now I'm like doing everything in my home, and I'm like, oh yeah, I'm gonna do this line now today, and tomorrow I'll do that line. so I have no idea how the voice is gonna hold up for an entire show with this band.
So when you record, you're recording at home. Do you like scare the shit out of your kids? Like your dog?
No, she's used to it.
Yeah, my kids are used to it too. So
I'm trying to get her to scream on something. She has a voice.
Good.
Like when she doesn't just play around and she actually screams, it sounds really good. And I think that I really hope that she takes that, goes down that road, because that would be so cool.
Dude, I try to put so my favorite genre is like punk rock. Like, I love punk rock. I love metal, but I'm a big punk rocker. And you guys have a little bit of punk rock mixed with your music. With the drummer, the way he drums, you know. So I try to get my oldest daughter, anyways, to listen to, metal and punk rock and things like that. And she knows a lot of songs that I have that I play in the car. But man, she's all about pop and hip hop.
Yeah.
I mean,
can't decide for them.
I'm trying to wean her. Okay, if I was to go, I'll ask you this, and then I'll ask Joel. If I'm going to Sweden right now, and let's say I'm knocking on your door, and you say, hey, let's go grab some food, where would you take me?
To food?
Yep.
I would take you to Bastard Burgers.
A hamburger joint?
Yeah.
Oh, come on, dude. I want some Swedish food.
You mean like pizza or tacos?
Is that Swedish? That's not Swedish. What would you say the most Swedish food is? Like, if I was going to go there and eat some authentic Swedish food, what would it be?
Like, honestly, pizza.
So
there's a pizza place in every block, at least.
If I was going to tell you the most American place to take you, I would take you to like a hamburger place or like a hot dog place, you know? Yeah. But because that's like the American thing. Okay, Joel, if I was in Switzerland, are you taking me to eat pizza also? And by the way, when I go to Sweden, you will take me out for pizza. And yeah. I'll buy it, but you're taking me to the best pizza joint. Where you at? Joel, where are you taking me to eat?
I think the most Swiss thing to eat would be like a perfect time now in winter, here at least. We'll take you to eat like a raclette or fondue that are like the most famous cheese dishes here in Switzerland, the most Swiss thing you can eat. And it's really cool to drink some white wine to it and have a good time. It's perfect with a group of people.
So does Swiss cheese come from Switzerland? I guess it probably does, huh?
Yeah.
I never thought about that. I told you.
That's our national treasure.
See, I told you, man, I'm very informal on my podcast. We just say whatever the fuck we want. Because you know what? I think in America, people are so not cultured like they are in Europe. And a lot of people don't know these things. And so when I get a European band, I like to ask these questions just because I think it's fascinating for me and for some of our American listeners to know like foods, cultures, weather even. Like, does it snow a lot in Sweden and Switzerland?
Yeah, here it snows a lot, yeah, in Sweden.
Switzerland? It normally does in Switzerland, but meanwhile, we don't have a lot of snow in the cities the last years.
So, when you write your songs, do you think about them in Swedish first before you write them down in English, or do you just think in English when you're writing them?
I think in English. Swedish is a hard language to write lyrics in. It's like it's not very. It's tough, and like everything sounds way cooler in English, at least for me. That's not native English speaking. So
I'm gonna try to read. We're gonna play All That's Left, and then we're gonna go into your Swedish song here, which I'm gonna do my best to pronounce. Hey, shut the fuck up, because I'm gonna press play right now on All That's Left. Katapult. Check them out. They're on all your streaming. You're on everything, right? You're on everything.
yeah, that's as far as we know.
All right. Let's check out All That's Left. Dude, come on, man. Like, you're going to be so tired by the end of your concert. You're going to go to sleep. You're going to pass out. Dude, because the energy, again, with the energy, that is awesome. Okay, here's a good question. When you write your lyrics, Joel, you're in the band. You're not the lyricist. Obviously, Ewan is. Do you guys write the music first and then send it to him to record lyrics on, because you guys are, the rest of the band's together in Switzerland?
Yes, normally Florian starts with doing demos. He's a monster. He sometimes sends us like 6 songs in 3 days. When he's in the flow, he's in the flow. That's crazy. And afterwards we have like a Dropbox or a Google Drive collection with song ideas, and then Johan just starts where he feels it, and it works good. We're really efficient.
You know, so do you ever write your lyrics first and send it to the band and be like, hey, I want write something around this? Or do you hear the song first and then does that motivate you to write something from the sound of the song?
Very, very different, I'd say. Like some lyrics are 10 years old and some just stem from like me improvising to new songs, just like doing different syllables and then matching words to that. So there's no structure in how it comes to the world.
Well, this next song I want to play, we only got 13 minutes left, and you motherfuckers wrote a 6-minute song. So
It's Swedish.
And it's in Swedish. It's in Swedish. And I can't pronounce the name. Okay, I'm going to try my best to pronounce the name. Are J's in Swedish, are they pronounced like a H or are they like a hard J?
It's a soft J.
So like, okay, so let me try this. Du brinna ihal.
Yeah, kind of good.
Not bad.
Hey, the Switzerland guy says it's not bad. Although you are from Switzerland, you're still Filipino. So I said before the show started, I said you got a Mexican guy on the podcast who lives in Switzerland, but he's Filipino. How the fuck does that happen? So your parents are Filipino?
My dad is. My mom's from Switzerland.
Okay.
50-50.
How did they meet?
My mom knew my uncle before because he already lived in Switzerland and they were friends. And then she went to a vacation with him and then she met my dad and put him in the bag and took him to Switzerland.
That is pretty cool. It's pretty. You see all kinds of multicultures in America, but I think you see less of that in like Europe. Maybe I'm wrong. I've never been to Europe. Is that wrong?
Switzerland is very multicultural. You got a lot of people from ex-Yugoslavia and Albania. Also, a lot of people from Northern Africa. You got quite a big mix here in Switzerland. That's cool.
That is cool. Okay, before I play this song real quick, I want to say I'm going to read the first 3 lines in Swedish. Det raka stilla dignu. Is that even close?
Well, I mean, no.
Well, you got...
First word was right, I guess.
Det raka.
Räcker.
Raka. Rikitikitu. That's what I say. All right, this is Du Brina. Let's play it.
Fylld av kärlek och värme. Men varje steg som du tog, en värld fylld av ondska och hat. En värld där de svaga de lider. När jättarna reser sig upp.
Fick gjorde
vet att du brinner ihjäl för varje steg som du tog. Du letar din låga igen, men vet att du brinner ihjäl.
Alright, so you guys saw me during that song, and I smiled a lot. You know, that song is, I don't know what you're saying, but that song is fucking good, man. Like, the music is different, it showcases your voice a little bit, you know, without just screaming, you're also doing some singing, and that is, dude, that song, without even knowing what you're talking about, that song is fantastic. I know you guys are shooting a music video for it, that's what Joel had told me. So what is that song about? And by the way, I how do you say that song in Swedish?
Yeah, it's called Du brinner ihjäl.
So I was way wrong when I said it my way.
Kind of right. It translates to you're burning alive, or you burn to death, basically. And it's about losing yourself to like a political struggle until you lose yourself completely, and your identity is gone, and you're like the person that went into the struggle is dead, but like consumed by the struggle.
Why did you decide to sing that song in Swedish and not English?
I was I don't know. I think the band talked me into doing it. Like, I did a sketch and they loved it.
It just felt like you could sing it more beautifully in your own language, you know, because that song, man, like I said earlier, without even knowing what the song's about, because I don't understand Swedish, obviously, it's kind of powerful, man. Like the music, everything about that song, and then you got to kind of go hard with your screaming. Even then, it's a soft melody almost, you know. So good,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Really, really, really good job. If I was going to ask you, you guys were in other bands all before you guys started Katapult, right?
Yeah.
So
Yes.
what were some of your favorite bands to play with? And if you want to give a shout out to any other band that you have played with, toured with, local bands from where you live, Ewan, we'll start off with you. What would be some of your favorite bands to have played with or bands that you know?
I'm gonna give a shout out to Farrell from Sweden. David, their vocalist, he actually sings a couple of lines on All That's Left. And we always enjoy playing live with them. They're awesome dudes.
And Joel?
It isn't a band we played with together, but they're from like the same area that I'm living in, and they are doing really good things with like metalcore stuff right now. And their name is Moment of Madness. Want to give them a shout out. They're doing good stuff.
Well, I personally think you guys are like literally really fantastic. I'm happy I had you guys on the podcast. Ewan, maybe I could be on your podcast one time. Let me learn how to speak Swedish real quick.
Hit me up when you learned it, Swedish.
Yeah, I'll let you know as soon as possible.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to play the outro song. I don't want you guys to go anywhere, so stay right there. We're going to finish the podcast. So thanks for everyone who listens to the podcast. We fucking love it, and we love the band Katapult. So check out the music, buy it, download it, and all that good jazz. We'll see you guys later.